Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tips. Well, we're here at Sunday. Yes, a great Sunday. Uh, we're happy to be this far into uh, the week, just getting started, anticipating tomorrow when we can have a full customer base to serve. Um, and we're definitely anticipating that. Also, big shout out to all the companies that are in the Hill Report. We appreciate your business. We appreciate your service. We appreciate all that you do in the community. Um, we'll never forget that. Definitely the readers of the Hill Report and those who support our mission. We definitely appreciate you. Let's keep it going. Let's grow together and support one another. Well, what I want to talk to you guys about today, and I'm very excited to talk to you about that, is how God made you special. That's right, God made you special. You know, have you ever noticed how you never got caught up in the things that everybody else gets caught up in? You never got too excited about moving with the crowd. You always felt like there was always something holding you back from things that you weren't supposed to be doing. That's because God made you special. Have you ever noticed how you've been willing to take the right risk that other people are afraid of? Have you ever noticed that you didn't understand why you have made it this far on your path? Because your path has been very miraculous. It's almost like there's been a divine hand that has been able to guide you from situation to situation and has made your faith stronger and stronger and made you tougher and tougher. You know, everything is not to be understood. Some things are to be experienced. Some things are to be understood once you get over. Once you get to the other side, you understand. One thing that you've done is you've learned to stick to your principles. You've learned to stick to your faith. You've learned to stick to the true things concerning your faith, like treating people the way you want to be treated. Now you've learned how to ignore the petty things and say, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Now you've learned that if it's the right thing to do, that's what you're going to do, regardless of how popular it is. That's because God made you special. God equipped you with discipline that He didn't equip other people with. Have you noticed how you've never gotten caught up into the addictions and things that other people are caught up to? Have you noticed how you have never wanted to always be in the crowd, a part of the herd? Have you noticed how you've always been able to stay to yourself and not really worry about what other people are doing, especially not in a negative way? That's because God made you for Himself. He made you special. There's some people uh, who are set apart. There's some people, and that's the definition of holy in the scriptures, is set apart. Everyone was not created with the same mission. Everyone was not created with the same faith. Everyone was not created with the same um, spirit. Some people are made to be an example. Some people are made to be exalted. And some people are made to be destroyed. God's ways are not our ways. We don't always understand why certain things happen to certain people. But one thing you do know is that God made you special, and you've gotten through situation after situation, and you've learned, and it's just made you much more humble. It made you much more disciplined. It made you much more willing to serve because you are appreciative of the things that He's blessed you with. You are appreciative of friends. You are appreciative of family. You've gotten over the petty stuff a long time ago. Now you turn your attention to community. Now you've turned your attention to legacy. Now you've turned your attention to friends and family and how you can help them get to the next level, those who are willing. Everyone's not going to go with you. Everyone's not going to discipline themselves. Everyone's not going to put forth the effort, but you did because God made you special. I think you should be more grateful than confident about it. I think you should be more humble than, willing to smear it in other people's face. I think it is something that we will never understand why God chose you and He didn't choose the next person. We will never understand why He blessed you with that talent and He didn't give it to the next person. We will never understand why you are special. But with that comes a responsibility. With being special comes some humility to serve. With that comes faith to be an example. You know, this is quite a journey. Life is quite a journey. Experiences, people, places. You've never gotten attached to things because you realize that everything that you have is a blessing from God. You've never held things over people's head because you realize that everything you have is a blessing from God. He's put something down inside of you that is grateful. He put something down inside of you that is very empathetic and sympathetic to the needs of others. You've never forgot the people out there that are going through. You've never forgot the people out there who are suffering. There's people who are suffering who you wouldn't see on the surface why they would ever have to suffer. You may say they're too young. You may say, hey, that's a good person. You may say, hey, that person's too old. But you know what? God made you special. We don't understand why He didn't give to other people the things that He's given you. We will never understand that. But one thing that you need to understand is that being special means that you have a purpose. Being special means that He equipped you with the gifts to accomplish a goal. Being special means that you are obligated to be the greatest servant. The greatest amongst you is the greatest servant. You're going to be rewarded. Don't worry about who's going to be punished. Don't worry about who's going to get revenge on who. Don't worry about who did this to what. Worry about how you will be rewarded. God made you special. Celebrate the things that are to come. Give glory to God through your suffering. You've learned to love your enemies, which is a next level concept because God made you special. This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tip.